If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in basic levels where we are solving previous year Tripura University questions. So today we will be solving 4 questions, question number 6 to question number 9. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Now if you come to question number 6, if pth, qth and rth term of an AP is capital P, Q, R, then show that this. So they have given T small p, T small q, T small r. So what is T small p? A plus n minus 1, P minus 1 into D. What is TQ? A plus Q minus 1 into D. What is R? A plus R minus 1 into D. This value they have given capital B, this they have given capital Q, this they have given capital R. Now they asked you to find these LHS. So for these LHS we need all these values. You can write LHS and they put the values, or you can find, first you find all these values, then you put in LHS. So it will be a little easy for calculations. So for LHS calculation you will be needing Q minus R. So you do Q minus R. What will be your Q minus R? If you deduct this minus this, so AA will get cancelled. So one I will show you, the rest you can do it from your own. Minus A minus R minus 1 into D. So AA would get cancelled. You can take D common, then it will be Q minus 1 minus R plus 1. 1 would get cancelled, then D into Q minus R. With that similar fashion, you can find R minus P also, because you need R minus P, this one. So if you deduct R minus P, so it will be A will get cancelled, D if you take common, it will be D R minus small p. Similarly, if you calculate P minus Q, you will be again getting D small p minus Q. This minus this. A will get cancelled, so P minus Q will be left. So then now you put all these things in the LHS. LHS is P into Q minus R. This is small p. These are small p, small q, small r outside. And then Q R minus P, and then R P minus Q. So if you put all these things, small p, Q minus R is this one, D into Q minus R, Q D into R minus P, then R D into P minus Q. So if you take D common, then it is PQ, small p, small q minus PR minus plus QR minus PQ plus PR minus QR. So PQ get cancelled, PR QR ultimately will left is 0. That is proved. Find the sum of all integers between 50 and 500 which are divisible by 7. So if you start with 50 to 500, they have asked you. So what is the first term that gets divisible by 7 after 50? So 7 8s are 56. So first number will be 56. And then you add 7, that will be 63, then 70. So what will be last number? So for that, let us divide 500 by 7. How many we will check? So for that you divide it, see how many times it goes in within 500. So 7 7s are 49, 1 0, 71. So it goes up to 71 times. So what is the 3 is the remainder. So what is the number then? 500 minus 3. So it will go up to 497, and then 3 remainder will left. You can take product also. You can say 7 into 71, that is 7 7s are 49, 497. So the last term will be 497. So you know it is an AP now. So it is an AP whose first term A is 56, common difference is 7. Now you can calculate anything. What they asked you to find the sum. So for that you need n. So your last term is 497. So Tn is A plus n minus 1 into D, which is equal to 497. If you calculate from here, it will get n minus 1 into 7 is equal to 441, 6, 1, 4, then 4. So n minus 1 will be equal to 63 or n equal to 64. Once you know n, now you can find, you have asked to find sum of all integers, meaning everything. You have to sum of all these numbers, that is S64. So it will be 64 by 2. 2 into A, I am directly writing it. You can write the formula, then you put this value. 2 into A plus n minus 1 into D. So you calculate this one and check the calculations. I think you will get 16796. Check this one, you can do it in calculator, you will get this one. Next, if you come to question number 8, it is of same fashion, that is the earlier one, but a little difference will be there because of point it is. So we will go it in different way now. Again, if I take 6 common, it will be 0.1 plus 0.11 plus 0.111. Then again, if I give 9 and also divide by 9, so inside it will be 0.99. here it will be 0.999. Now it instead of minus, earlier what was 9, so it was 10 minus 1. Now it will be 1 minus 0.1. It will be 1 minus 0.01. It will be 1 minus 0.001. So you can see similar fashion but a different series, 1 minus 0.1. It will be 1 minus 0.01. Now which one is forming GP? This one is forming GP. Earlier the first one was forming GP. Now it will be, if you go n times, if you add 1 n times, so it will be n. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. If I write 3 1, then it is 3. If I write 4 1, then it is 4. If I write n up to nth term, so it will be n. Then it will be minus this, all this if I take common, it will be 0.1, then 0.01, then 0.001. So it is in GP. It is going up to nth term. So 6 by 9, it will be n, and this GP is again first term into, here r is equal to 0.1, because you multiply 1.1 means what? The first term is 10, the second term is 100. You can see this is the way it is coming. 0.1 means 10, 0.01 means 1 by 100, 0.001 means 1 by 1000. That means you are multiplying, what is your r? You are multiplying each term by 1 by 10. So your r is less than 1, so it will be 1 minus r to the power n. Remember two formulas were there in GP, either 1 minus r to the power n or r minus n to the power n, depending on the value of r. If it is greater than 1, we will do the reverse way, that is r minus 1, but here it is 1 minus r. So if you do this one again, 6 by 9, it will be n, and what is there? It is a 0.9, 0.9 and 1.1 will get cancelled, so you will get 9. 1 minus, it will be 1 by 10 to the power 9. So ultimately if you take LCM, it will be 6 by 81, then 9n minus 1 and plus 1 by 10 to the power. That is your answer. Now if you come to 9, 3 numbers are in AP. So I have explained to you, if it is a 3 numbers in AP, then you always take, let the 3 numbers are, 3 numbers of AP are A minus D, A and A plus D. I told you to take it in this way, so that life becomes easy for us, because their sum is given, product is given. So for sum, if you add all these, D will be getting automatically cancelled. Sum is given 27, so you will get directly A is equal to 3A equal to 27, A equal to 9. So then product, so A minus D, A and A plus D, the product is given 648. So now you know what is the value of A, n, so it will be, 9. So 9 minus D, 9 plus D, 648. So if you divide by 9, 7 9 is 63, 2. So 81 minus D square is equal to 72, or D square equal to 9, or D is equal to plus minus 3. You can take plus or minus whatever. So you know, so what will be your numbers? You know 9. If I take D is equal to plus 3, then what will be your 9 minus 3? 9, then 9 plus 3. So that means your series is 6, 9, 12, one answer. And if you take D is equal to minus 3, it will be 9 minus 3, then 9 minus 3. So it will be 12, 9, 6. Ultimately the same number. So the answer remains same, whatever D you take. One is ascending, one is descending. That's it. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.